But yeah, man, I had a bunch of little things that I wanted to get into in regards to like just the whole narrative right now after the Capitol breach. And I felt like it's the same thing that was going on during a lot of the election infighting. I feel like people should just sit back and let the shit play out before they jump on sides and try to hijack narratives, especially putting yourself into a victim mentality where if the fight didn't even involve you, then why would you turn around and say, well, if that was me, then they would have beat my head up, or I would have never gotten that far, or they would have probably killed all of us, you know, or putting pictures up of this is how they responded to BLM and this is how they responded to this. So I felt like even when we're not the victim, people still want to be the victim. So I'm tired of that narrative, for one. You want to touch on that before I keep on ranting?
Nah, keep going.
Did you see any of that type of commentary? And what did you think, though?
I'll expand. I'm just coughing right now.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Because I didn't know we were going to go straight into this. What else? Let me look at my phone real quick. Black Twitter. That's what it was. Yeah, it led me to the thought after I was seeing all these memes and stuff. It led me to the thought about Black Twitter. And I don't know what that is, man. I know what we think it is, or what it represents when people say it. I know what they mean, but how did we let that come to be? It's like we already know they come up with like little it's always like we take on identities that people give to us, you know? And then we be proud of it and embody it. And I don't know what it really means, if it brings positivity or what is it? What do you feel about the term Black Twitter when you hear that? And have you heard that? And what you think?
Yeah,
about
I've heard
that?
it. Well, I think that anything that has any sort of man,
did you take a dab?
no,
Was that Manu Bowl?
yeah, yeah, it was
What tree was that?
yours.
Oh, that Sugar Kush?
Yeah,
Shout out to the Sugar Kush.
from Dime Bag Cannabis Flower.
There it is. I would shout out the dispensary. Oh, Empire Gardens. Yes, sir.
Man, that got me. But
Hopefully they put Kush and chemtrails
I think it's a way of
in the lobby.
when they put anything, like for instance, we were talking about BET earlier, and anytime they put the word black in there, what they're doing is it's an underhanded way of making you feel empowered and that you have your own thing, right? When in fact what it is, it's an underhanded way of actually being racist and further segregating black people, because it's like, okay, cool, you guys just go over there now. When in fact it should just be whatever it is, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't really give a fuck because I don't watch TV like that, but I'm just saying, anytime you Black History Month, the fuck is that about?
Exactly.
What is that like? Why? I don't understand. Why are, if they're important figures, just talk about them all the time? Why does it have to specifically? Because then what it does with other people, right, is then they get other skin colors, they get upset, they feel left out. You always hear a lot of fucking people, especially on the right, and they're like, well, hey man, what about us, bro? Fuck affirmative action and all that. And I get where they're coming from,
Right.
but I at the same time,
I too do get where they're coming from.
yeah.
It's funny. Sometimes people are even scared to say they understand where someone else is coming from. That doesn't mean I agree with you.
Yeah.
That means I
understand
your
where you're
point.
coming from. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I just think that it escalates the problem. It doesn't. If you want to get rid of race, then get rid of race.
Right.
Stop asking me on my application what race I am.
Please do.
Quit bringing it up in every fucking newscast.
Please do.
Quit talking about it.
I told them, I think I brought it up on the pod with Nesto and Cook, that when I see an article now with black and white in the lead, I don't even pay attention to it.
Or they always
that?
bring up the first black person he's the first
Thank
black
you.
head coach in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck? So what?
When that's a fucking farce, though, too, it's just ridiculous. My wife was watching a comedy special. it was a woman on Netflix. She happened to be a lesbian woman, and she's a black woman. And she said something to the effect of, oh, you know, white people discovered such and such. Black people don't know nothing about no compass. You know what I mean? And she was like, Elon Musk flying all over the world. Who gonna stop Elon Musk? And now it's funny. That's what I had to tell my wife. Humor isn't missed on me. I'm not that serious gun-ho where I can't laugh at a joke. I understand humor.
Yeah.
But to take it there shows the disconnect for us.
For sure.
To think that you don't know how to move around or navigate or self-sustain, that shows why, is because in your mind, that's for someone else. So it's almost like you've been stuck into a trance where someone has to take care of you. And I'm not saying all black people, all minorities, all anything feels that way. But when we put out imagery like that, and when we subconsciously say these things like the white man, then we're already giving up that power. So whether we believe it or not, then we manifest in these realities, you know, and you say it over and over again in these negative affirmations, and it becomes your reality.
Kush and Ken Trash, the world's most dangerous podcast.